Welcome back everyone. Today I have another video and today we're doing Kaido, and the reason why is just because this deck got a new card on Black Maria that allows him to use the leader ability every turn if possible. You can do it as soon as like a field spell and then play a Black Maria, and you can start using the leader ability and it feels fine to do it at that point, right? Because you're gonna have enough done to where you get it back and you can do it every turn if you want to. So that's one of the combos that you can do. But I'm also playing something like Magellan, and I'm playing King because I like to have these early plays that are gonna apply pressure, and then the Black Maria is a real issue later on depending on what happens. So you just don't want to fall behind with this deck. I think it's important to have a board, and that's why also we're playing Porch. Porch being the that card that if you don't have the field spell, which by the way we got like a searcher for the field spell, so that is unlikely now. If you don't have a field spell, you have plays like Black Maria or Porch that allows you to at least be able to keep playing the game, of course, and that's very important for this deck, I think. And the Porch has the 2K counter that can search the Chopper, and you also have this one, the Nororo Bean Sword, which allows you to dump -1 on defense, +2 counter, and also tap one of the opponent's cards. So when they're going for game, playing around this card is very difficult. That's why I have it as a one-off, because it's searchable and it's just randomly good if the opponent doesn't see it coming, which most of the time they don't. It's a non that playable card. Like not a lot of decks play is what I mean. Then we have a Gatling and a Blast Breath. I have as a 1/1/1 split on the defensive events. It could just be more Gatlings, honestly, because we do have a lot of bricks in our deck. So having an out to those bricks is very nice. But I feel we also have a lot of cycling in Khalifa, in Queen. So it doesn't feel as bad. But it could just be 2 Gatlings instead of the Blast Breath. Blast Breath, I haven't... I mean, it's good. It's good to have just those many options just to maybe survive a game or not. But sometimes it could be detrimental to have the card that doesn't have any counter, right? Like you don't have to pay energy for it, of course. We also have the 10-drop Kaido. This also is important for this deck because sometimes we're gonna fall behind because we're playing the field spell. So if we fall too far behind, this is the reset the game, and maybe we can go, especially against decks like Calgary, having a Kaido, being able to just defend one turn and then just, nice board that you have there. Let's get rid of it, and then we start the game again from here. It could be really detrimental to win or lose a game. So it's just a good card against black decks. There's a lot of decks. So like, nice Gecko Moria, reset the game. And then you go from there, right? It's a hard card to remove after that, and then if the opponent is at 2 life and you get to play this one and you have the field spell on board, you can go play this guy, get the dump back, next turn attack with everything on the leader if they don't have a blocker. You burn them and you attack for 12k. Most of the time that will be enough to win the game. So it depends on how the game goes. This card could be really important, and that's why we can see a return of this card in the game. Also, we have Black Maria, so the cost of this card now after you play this is not as bad, and you can just do burn next turn, and you can do many things after that, right? So it doesn't feel that bad to play Kaido in this deck anymore. But with that being said, that's what I have for today. Let me know what you think for the deck, and let's go see some gameplay. Okay, we're gonna go against Zoro. We have the stage. Our hand is not the best, but we have the stage. We cannot complain, honestly. We're going second, so second is bad for us, but it doesn't matter. I could play the Chopper, but not reason to, honestly. I'd rather play him with Polly if we get that card. So yeah, I mean he's gonna attack for 6, then I'll just take that one because he's not gonna attack with Nami this turn. So he has the event, so I cannot play into that one. Definitely not a good idea. So I'm just gonna pass. Or even if he's just bluffing it, I just cannot attack into that one. Double Poly is actually pretty decent. I think that's probably the way to just compete with this deck. Now he's gonna force me to attack. Oh, wait. He didn't keep up on energy. This could be fine. So I attack the Machino, and then we play a couple of these police, right? I actually did a mistake here at activating the field spell, because what I should have done is minus minus. I go to 5. I don't think I need another police, so I get a 2k counter. And then I play a second poly. I get the ramp back with the chopper, and then I use the stage. So I think I made a mistake here on that end. I didn't think about it, but that was the correct way to do it. And we get 2k counters. That's huge. And then let him go. And we have a blocker. Next turns we start playing blockers too. We'll see. We'll see what we do next turn. He could just poke me with the Namis that he's got on board. It's not a terrible idea, but we do have a lot of 5Ks. And then he doesn't develop anything. We'll KO his board. And then where does he stand? Okay, so he does an in-between play by playing a chopper. We do have a king to deal with that, so not the worst. And then he's keeping up 1 energy for an event. So let's see where we take it from here. I should probably not attack with this one, do this play first, but I think it's fine. I don't think it matters that much. No, it does matter. It does matter. Yeah, I shouldn't attack first. Yeah. Just attack here, see what he gets. Attack for 5. Attack for 5. See what he gets out of the top 5. He got a bear. It's annoying, but it's not. It's not a problem. I guess I could just not. No, I have to play the king, right? There is no way that I don't play the king here. Or I could just play like a blocker, because I have a lot of non-counterable cards. So that's really bad too. But I feel like the king has to be like the most pressure that I can offer. And also allows me to keep up 2 energy for my event. So it feels like a correct play here. Especially because we can keep up the event. Only because of that. And here, I think we have to do the event. To tap the other bird. Return 1. Tap the other one. Oh, I have to give my leader first a 2k. First, the first time that I use this card, I think. And then you tap the other guy. So it kind of works out there. Then he attacks for 7. I get to block. And then we can play double blocker next turn, if anything. He goes Zoro and attacks for 7. Okay, into the Poly. That's fine. That's fine. Poly is not that important. Okay, so we get to do... No, this is fine. Yeah, we got attack 7. And then double 5 into the birds. We draw with Queen. This is a really good draw. I don't think we're going to need Magellan anymore. We could do Black Maria, honestly. And start doing that. Attack for 6 into the Polar Bear. And then Black Maria it up. Yeah, that sounds good. We start burning and then we get the energy back. This was a really good turn for me. And now we are super ahead now, I think. Because we have another 2 blockers. So it's not that simple. I can just block this one. Just sacrifice the blocker here. Or just keep this blocker too. It's not that big of a deal. And then, yeah, sure, you got that one. Does he have another? Okay, he has another one. Does he go after? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because we still have the Poly. And we're going to do a bunch of plays here. So it kind of works out for us. We do have a lot of bricks in our hand, to be fair. But what we can do is... Okay, so yeah, what we can do is play this one. Attack for 9 with the king on the first one. Yeah, okay, yeah. We go here. Attack for 8. Wait. Yeah, we do the field spell first. Because that leaves us another energy with the kid. We have to do the field spell first. And then we do -7. And then we get our energy back with the kid. We attack for 9 into the other one. And then we're chilling, right? I think that's it. That has to be the play. He wasted 2 rushes last turn, and we still have a blocker this turn. So it kind of works out for us. And we burned another life. So our game plan is working perfectly here. Now my opponent has to have more rushers, and we can go for game now because he has 1 life left. We could take this one, see what we draw. See what's up. Because now we have different options. We can just do queen now. We could block, honestly. Because the problem is the Diablo Jumbo, right? That's what we have to play around. Or if we think we can go for game next turn, we can just go for game next turn, right? So it is a matter of what do I think I need next turn. I mean, we can go another turn, maybe. I'm not going to lose on this attack, but this commits me to go for game this turn, of course. Then he goes 7. I just can block and just combo a 2k. And then, yeah, he doesn't have enough counter to survive what I'm going to do next turn. Because I can attack for 9 with the king. And if he blocks out of that one, then I can do like 5 with Maria. He has to take that one. Then I can even go with like, then I can go with leader, then I can burn, then I can attack for like 9. And I don't think he's going to have enough for like comboing out of the king and do all of that, right? So I will be okay, and I will win this matchup here this way. All right, and we have our game against Rob Lucy, which is going to be one of the decks, most important decks to practice against any like format, like this format at least. So definitely want to see how this goes. Orhan is pretty decent, so I don't think we're going to have that bad of a matchup. Actually, Orhan is insane. Maybe comboing early is not a bad idea. Because we have to play a field spell this turn, and then we'll have to see what my opponent does, of course. So we attack for 6, and then let's see what the opponent decides to do. We can play Magellan, so it's hard for my opponent to remove. And that could be really good. But we can also play King and try to remove the Brook, or whatever he plays this turn. It depends on what my opponent does. If he plays like Sabo, then I have to play Magellan. So it depends on what my opponent does, honestly. We can also start doing Black Maria, but without protection, I don't know. It feels sketchy to do that. I do want to combo early because this game, I have what I need right now. So I don't want to just take life. Like, I have the cards that I want to play, so it feels like I have to do it this way, right? Brook being annoying, I have to probably do King. I could do Magellan, though. And then I have a guaranteed body on board, because I don't think he's going to remove it. But I also don't want him to attack me. And now drawing a second Brook. I mean, a second Kaido. King. Sorry. It feels okay to play the King here. Because he's going to block with Rebecca. And then, yeah. This feels okay. This doesn't feel that bad. Although he's going to remove my King, most likely. If I have to guess. But at least he won't be doing it with Jack. If that's a silver lining, right? I could start doing Black Maria. But I can do another King now that he play another Rob Lucy. And doesn't seem to have a really... We'll see. Is he going to attack 5-5? If he attacks 5-5, that'll be really bad for me. Because I think he wants me to attack his Helmepo. Yeah, that's bad. I do take the first one because I have to combo out of 1, but it doesn't have to be the first attack. Now, I have to decide if I want to give him a Helmepo in the trash. Probably not correct. I could do Black Maria here, honestly. And that wouldn't be... Oh, but... 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, it's not terrible, honestly. Feels like something that I could be doing here. Doesn't feel like a bad play, honestly. Now my opponent has to deal with both Black Maria and King. So I feel like that's the correct play here. Now we're at 3 life. We have a Magellan, but Magellan is not going to be useful anymore. He lost his chance to be useful. So maybe it was to play Magellan instead of the King early on. But then he plays the Jack. It doesn't feel good. He does have... Wait, this doesn't remove both, does it? Oh, yeah, it does. It does. I'm sorry. All right, well, that's good. He had another Rob Lucy. And he has this one. Oh, he gets another Rob Lucy. That's not great. So what do? We do Magellan and Queen. Oh, wait. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he messed up. I guess we have to take advantage of that, right? By playing this, minusing, attacking this, and I mean attacking for 7, right? And then let him go. He has 4 cards in hand. Can he remove the 3rd king? Maybe. I mean, if he has Gecko Moria, it is possible for sure. If he has a 9-drop Kaido, also possible. I don't want to take this damage. If he has a Jack plus another Ice Age, okay. Does he have a Helmepo? He does have a Helmepo. Is that good enough? That's -3. Yeah, it is good enough. Well, I guess... What do we do here? Man, that was really bad for me. That was a Helmepo. This guy. Okay, so I guess we play Queen. So you're gonna attack with the Helmepo too? Yeah. Yep. No, the Queen. The Queen, I think, was correct to play. I mean, this is not gonna do anything, but I suppose I'll attack and maybe I do minus, but doing minus is kind of really bad. But I feel like, because the problem is if he plays, but I think I have no other play to do. Yeah, I just have to do the minus, and then hopefully he doesn't have a blocker, and then he has to play a blocker and remove my Magellan, or have enough counter. And if I can maybe survive this turn, then we're good. He has to remove and play the blocker. If he has both those things, then, I mean, you got me, right? Okay, we have a Blast Breath, so maybe we can bait him into going for game. Is another option. Okay. This is fine. 3 done. Oh my god, this doesn't work. Because he can just attack for 5 if I combo to that one. 12, is this enough? 9, 10, 11. Oh my god, I lost by 1k. Oh, that's so unlucky. Would I have survived if I played the Queen? I think I would have. Maybe. No. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I would have because that's a blocker, but he just plays a Sabo. And then would that have been enough? I don't know. He does have a lot of counter in hand, to be fair. I was probably gonna lose if I didn't survive this turn. I needed to survive this one, but can I even go for game next turn? I go attack 9, 10. 10, he has 11, and then I have 5. So yeah, I would have been able to if I survived this game. Unfortunate, really unfortunate that he had the Helmepos there to pressure my 5-5-5. All right, we're gonna play against Calgary, and this matchup, I mean, they're really aggressive. Depending on how well they draw, it could be a very bad matchup. And we're going second, so definitely not the best option for us, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so he goes Shura. Shura for... Well, let's see if he's missing pieces or not. I mean, he did double search, so double search can definitely get you there, honestly. That's the event, I think. The one that he got. Attacks for 6. Do I take this one? I mean, I don't have 2k counters. Comboing 2 cards is kind of out of the question, right? So I have to do a stage into next turn, maybe double Piranha. Double Poli. Definitely a matchup where going first matters a lot here. Okay. Oh my god. Is he gonna have the nuts? Holy Ohm? Okay. Holy Ohm, the 5-drop? Oh well. Holy Ohm, the 5-drop, that's too much of the nuts. I don't think we can beat that. Maybe we get to a 10-drop Kaido. We do need to get a 10-drop Kaido for that to happen, but I think it might be our best option. Well, it was not the top of the deck, so this kind of worked out. And again, I made a mistake here if I was gonna play double Chopper, because I something I don't know why I don't recognize. I recognized until I did the play. If I play the Chopper here, I get the ramp and I don't lose anything. So if I was gonna do this play, I should have played the 2 police first, and then do the Chopper. But so I do get the dome back, and I can do more plays next turn. I mean, at least we were able to play 2 cards here. So if anything, we have to shotgun for game, depending on how my opponent goes here. Although the shotgun in this deck for game is not a good idea for sure, because they have a lot of counters and events. Okay, Upper Yard. A Kalgara. Kalgara is very good here. Oh, he does the Amaru, but Amaru doesn't do anything right now. So I think my opponent messed that up. He needed to attack, take a life first, and then do the Amaru. And then maybe he would have actually gone for game this turn, honestly. Not taking 5s, that's for sure. It sucks that I have to come with my blockers, though. Attack for 8. I'll take that one. And does he want to take a damage here? He does. Okay. I think that's correct. I mean, he has a lot of counters here. I don't think I can shotgun for game. It's an option, but I honestly wouldn't do it. What I can do, however, is play this Black Maria and try to burn him. He could have the event that taps my other Parley, but what can I do about that, right? He does have it. Definitely not ideal, but what am I gonna do, right? I get to attack for 8. And I get to burn, maybe? I mean, I can burn next turn as well. He has the heal as well. So definitely not a matchup where he missed 1 card. I don't think that's a matchup that you can win with pretty much any deck, honestly. A matchup where they go Holium into the 5-drop, into Calgary, into heal. What are you supposed to do in those cases, right? It definitely is not something. I mean, I can still get out of this if I draw a 10-drop Kaido, by the way. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's my play next turn. I mean, this turn, actually. I don't know why I'm blocking into this queen, because that my only option is to survive by getting a 10-drop Kaido. Well, I guess it's not my only option. My other option is to burn for life, but that's gonna be a little bit more difficult, right? Kaido? No, we didn't get the Kaido. This would have been a good card. Oh, it was the next card. Come on. Oh my god. If I go 5-5-5 into the leader, then play the Kaido, I think I just win. Well, fair enough. There could still be some cards like the... Honestly, I just have to go for game here. I don't know why I didn't attempt to go for game here. I have to try to go for game here. Because I could... Since I didn't draw the Kaido, what I needed to do was attack for 10-10. And try to get there. But also by doing this, I do an in-between play where I can play some blockers, burn him. I should have burned, I think. I don't know. It's kind of risky. Oh, but another heal. Okay, well, the heal doesn't matter as much if I can defend this turn, right? Can I defend this turn? Also, there is the point that he could have ace at some point, right? Okay, we combo to that. We block out of this too. We have the 10-drop Kaido. Hopefully that's enough. Question mark. Somehow this matchup hasn't gone completely wrong. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have a 1k. I forgot that attack. Wait. He's letting us do it, I guess. Hey. I guess my opponent... Okay. So we're not out of this game somehow. So we're definitely just attacking the leader, doing a Kaido. And hope for the best. And when I mean hope for the best, I mean hopefully he doesn't have a rush ace. He could have it though, but this is our best play here, and if we get it here, oh my god. Oh, he does have the rush ace. No! How much does he attack with? If I had some counter here. Somehow we were still in this game though. I just want to say that. And he attacking correctly though. You attack with the lower number first. But yeah, I mean, we still lost that one. It was too much of a good draw for him. All right, we're gonna play against Luffy. We were hoping to get this stage. All right, I mean, our hand, it could be rough. Okay, much better now. Okay, at least this is I guess like a silver lining, right? We get to search another Pali. We get to play a chopper, get our energy back, and then we attack. So okay, I mean it could be worse. It could be worse. Definitely could be worse. But definitely not. The stage is the most important card of the deck for the deck to function. But we do have Black Maria, which could also work as a stage. So that's also another thing, another nice thing. Like if you miss on the stage, depending if they have enough removal for your things, Black Maria could maybe get you there, okay? Now I'm taking the life because I want to see the stage, but we don't have that ability right now. This is fine though. We get to minus his Dawn, so he cannot do Pauline next turn. Because he cannot do that, we can just attack 5/5 and then we'll take it from there, okay? So this is very good for us because now he has to defend all of this aggression. He does have the way to maybe do trigger his whatever the name of this guy is. So he gets to KO the chopper for free. It feels bad, but It's fine, I guess. Not that big of a deal. I got to draw a card with the first poly anyway, so it's not something that we're gonna be that unfortunate about. The nice thing about this matchup is that, as I was saying, the Maria is gonna be really good because we do get to get back equal to the amount of done that my opponent has, and because they're ramping, they're always gonna have more done than me. So basically ramping with them. So Black Maria against ramp decks is incredibly powerful. So this works out pretty well for us, I guess. So the fact that we didn't get any ramp is kind of working out for us. But my opponent is not taking the life, so okay. So we're playing this game where we're trying to get rid of each other's board, I guess, now. And he doesn't want to ramp because he could give me like the ability to ramp for myself too as well. But I'll take that. I mean, if he's not ramping, this deck is not as threatening. And then he still has to defend the leader at that point, right? Take the life, see what we get. We do get something else too here, so that's good. We got rid of the 10-drop Kaido, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to play this game. So it kind of works out for us in the end. He takes a 2, and then you can block out of a 5, but he is definitely behind. But we're playing basically vanilla leaders at this point, honestly. I could do the Black Maria and minus a couple of Dawn and just burn him again. Because the reason I want to do this is because next turn he wants to play the Poly maybe, right? And if he does, he needs to take a life. And then if he goes to 0, then I'm okay. He has to kill my Black Maria, or he has to kill one of my cards on board. So I have a second Black Maria, so I can get my energy back. And this kind of works out for me, right? If he does want to play a Poly. So him not taking the life, not doing these things aggressively, allows me to do these other things as well, right? So this really works out for me. Because now I can just attack. Now he killed my Poly, and I can just attack for game. Wait. Oh, he's going to attack for 7 at something. Yeah, that's fine. Because this turn I can just attack with everything. I'm still at 4 life. My opponent has no life. So the best thing that my opponent can do eventually is going to be the 9-drop Lin, so he can heal. He's gonna heal me as well, but I can always burn his last life, so he doesn't feel as bad. And then we're gonna take a lot of cards from him right now. So yeah, he combos out of this, but next turn, even if he does Lin next turn, what's gonna end up happening is that I'm gonna play the Queen, burn him, and then attack for 8. And then he has to show me that he has that much kind of power, which I don't think he does, because Lin is 2 cards, basically, the Lin and another card from hand. And then he's going to have 3 cards, and he just combo a lot of 2Ks out of this attack. So I would say he doesn't have it, unless he KOs the Black Maria, at which point I just play a second Black Maria. Interesting. Yeah, I do the same play. I just play a second Black Maria, I burn him, and then I attack with the Magellan, and I attack with the leader. It turns out to be the same play, so it doesn't matter what he does right now, or what he heals into my life. I'm gonna be able to burn 1 life and then take it from there, of course. So he cannot go for game, not even with a Kaido. He can do Kaido, but then he's exposed to an all-in attack with my leader. He can play blockers, is the other option. Blockers are annoying, but I think manageable, I think. Okay, so he's going to go for the blockers route. That's not bad. That's definitely an option. Question is if he's going to have -2 of his Dawn, because that matters. And I also have this event now, which allows me to... Honestly, defending this one feels kind of bad. Yeah, I'm not going to defend it because What does it really do for me? It doesn't really do anything for me. This does not matter as much either. So what's going to end up happening is that next turn, depending on how he plays, I'm going to be able to rest his blocker unless I attack for like a bigger number here. I could also do that, I suppose. So I can force the block here. Or no, maybe he blocks and combos. I can also play queen. It's not bad because he didn't attack my leader. Why didn't he attack my leader? He didn't want to give me cards or triggers? Question mark. So then right now I can just play queen then and call it a day. I have a lot of combo, so depending on what my opponent does, I'll react accordingly, I guess. He cannot play 9-drop Kaido, so it's not that big of a deal. He can play a second blocker here. But then next turn, I will have the protection of the 2 cost. I don't think he can do anything about it. And he needs to play 2 blockers, honestly. Or I'm just going to attack for big numbers here. So, and I have a bunch of 2Ks and I have a bunch of protection anyway. Him not attacking seems kind of incorrect. But I will just take a 2K counter here. No reason not to. I'll take another one. No reason to take damage. This like the game is gonna be decided by what he plays and what he's able to accomplish here. So he needs a blocker and he needs multiple blockers, honestly. So definitely not reason to. Well, I can take that one, I guess. Attacks for 5. Attacks for 6. We combo to that one. And then a blocker. I mean, he has to play a blocker. I don't know what he has for 7. Is it a kid? The one that he discarded? He had multiples? Oh, he's just gonna keep up a bunch of Dawn. Okay. Well, it does not matter, right? I just attack for big numbers. What's he gonna do? And if I fail to kill him, I'm just gonna keep up 2 energy. Okay. Sure. I just keep up 2 energy and he cannot go for game anyway. Okay, so he had the 9-drop Kaido. So what was his plan, I guess? But I because I had this card that prevents him from going, because I can just tap any other guy, combo out of a 2K basically, and I still have 3 lives, so it still wouldn't have been able for him to go for game. So I think I would have been okay. All right, so I have Karakuri now. We don't have the stage, but this does look for it. Okay, perfect. We do have the stage now, and we have a perfect hand here. I have stage into king into question mark, but I mean question mark no, because I have the queen and I have the police. So I mean I have a pretty decent hand. No, not gonna lie. The only card that I'm missing is the Black Maria, so I can start burning, which against this deck is actually pretty decent. So we do kind of want to get burning if we can, but that's not up to us, right? He takes the first life. Is it a trigger? It is a trigger. Okay. It is a good one too at that, because I cannot kill with the king. So we'll see where this takes us. He just attacks for 5. Okay. Oh, we get to ramp actually. Okay, so that's another application for this card. And he's gonna attack us for a bunch. So because he's being so aggressive, I think I should just take all the life. Because then we nullify his 7-drop big moms, and we have so many blockers anyway that it doesn't really matter. We nullify his 10-drop big moms, and we also nullify his 7-drop big mom. So we can be aggressive, attack these things, and see where this takes us, right? And then we play this guy and then let him go. See how far he wants to go here. This is a 6 done turn, so if I take the last 2 life, then they don't play the thing anymore. If they play the 2 cost event, they don't tap or queens or the other ones. So he's just being aggressive, and I'm just gonna take it. I mean, I have to give a 2k anyway, either on the Karakuri attack or this attack, so it doesn't matter where I do it. This is fine. So now I nullify his 7-drop Big Mom turn. And then from here, I can just take it slow. I mean, I have ramped, so I'm at 10 done right now. And then we have a lot of plays that we can do, of course. I gain 1. I can play a king. King is very good right now. I could also try to remove this guy, but I mean, it's fine too. I can just play double poly too. And I would have hit, so that's... But that's okay. I also got a queen, so a queen is going to be important for a strategy as we are going to need blockers. And then we played this one. Oh, we also hit with this one with the chopper, so it kind of works out for us. Because we can play the chopper here, attack for 7, and then see how my opponent wants to do. Thinking if I need another poly, but no, I don't need another poly. Return and then play a chopper. And then I can attack for 7. And then I can attack for 6. I think it's correct. Wow, we get cards out of him. He does have Onamis in the deck, so we have to be careful on life on that regards. But it should be fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now he cannot play 7-drop Lin, so I guess he has to go for big numbers, which I can block. I guess I can combo out of this. It's not bad. Double. Actually, I should have used the vent. That was a bad play on my end, because I can get rid of the second stage, and that was perfect combo there. And then here I have to give one of my 2k. So yeah, that was incorrect on my end. I will have another 2k here, and I would still keep the blocker, although I don't need the blocker anymore. So he has to attack with everything here. That doesn't really affect me, but I think I can do queen and the king this turn. So yeah, that's another play that I have. He's going into 10, so by doing Magellan this turn actually is better, because he won't be able to play 10-drop Big Mom. So that's meaningful for me. I attack this one, I attack this one. He lets it die finally, and then I can play king now, which ends up being super good for me. I could get a dome back, but it doesn't really matter now. And I have the blockers. So now we can... Oh, we can also use minus here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because what's end up happening, I'm going to have 5 done next turn, but I only need 5 done, honestly. And then we put him on, like, what are you going to do here? Next turn, we attack with everything. We keep 3 blockers if possible. And he still has to play like a 10-drop Big Mom. So I get to block this one for free if he attacks with everything. Which, yeah, he's going to do it. Okay. It's not that bad. And then we only need to play a queen here. We could lose to like multiple triggers in life and destroy our blockers. So I could just try to play around that by not playing the blockers immediately. Playing the queen is kind of like sketchy here. But it's fine, I suppose. Attack for 5. Tap for 5. Well, now he didn't trigger on that one. If he would have triggered on that one, then I consider not attacking anymore. But since he didn't trigger anything on that last attack, I can just attack and, yeah, what are you going to do? Now he has the option to play a 10 drop Big Mom, but that's just not gonna save him next turn. And I still have 2 blockers, and I have a bunch of counters. So going for game is not an option. He did have the 7 drop. He did have the 10 drop. So we absolutely outplay the opponent here by taking the life. I think if we would have not taken the life, we would have lost this game, I think. So it ended up being the correct play there. What do you know? Okay, let's go against Luffy. We're going first. We don't have the field spell. That feels really bad. But at least we have Pali in the meantime, I guess. And then we have Magellan. So that's a good consolation play, I guess. He takes his own life. I'm not entirely sure if... I think I should be aggressive, I think. Force him here. Because we're going to play a Pali and then we're going to play a Magellan. So it kind of works out for us because he's not ever going to have the 8 done to do the ability. So it kind of works out here for us. Use the chopper, and then he's gonna have a tough time removing the Magellan too, because Magellan the only effects that they have to KO the Magellan are KO effects. So again, it's okay for us. He attacks for 5. I will take an attack for 6. 5. I could block, but I don't want to give out my chopper here. So I don't think I do. Yeah, I think it's fine to take it here. Another chopper is fine. It's not that big of a deal. And then we attack with Kaido. If he takes it, that's fine. If he doesn't, we attack with Pali as well. Okay, we attack with Pali as well. Because we want to put into 1. So he's forced to do this Luffy ability. Ooh. I guess this is correct too, because we get the down back. And we get another Pali. We don't need to play the Magellan just yet. And then we get to ramp anyway. So this kind of works out for us. We have a bunch of cards on board. And we can Magellan at some point anyway. So we can stifle his place. So this kind of works out for us. Now he's forced to take the life here. And then maybe he's trying to play Gecko next turn. So he's going to play the blocker. Yeah, I just block. Because I'm going to play something this turn, I assume. Ooh, a stage. Actually, a stage kind of works this turn. Because I can just attack for 5, 5, 5, 5. And then I can just do a stage. That's pretty good for me. This draw has been interesting. I didn't start with stage on board, but it kind of ended up working for me. I get to draw here. Discard 1. Maybe play another Pali. The Magellan is still gonna be good. The blockers are good. Maybe I don't need another chopper, honestly, because he gets KO easily. And then I play a second Pali. He didn't get anything, but that's fine. And then let him go. He still has to take the last life. And what we wanted to do was trick him into thinking that he can do Gecko Moria next turn. By taking his last life, doing the whole thing, going to 8, and then setting up for a Gecko Moria next turn. But we're good. What we do have is a Magellan, which is going to stifle that play, and we're going to still be able to do the same. So hopefully that works out for us. And this is what I was trying to play for. Let's hope that this is enough. So he does the leader. He does Luffy. He probably removes the blocker. And then attacks our leader, right? It becomes a 10k or 7k. He removes the blocker and attacks our... Okay, so it becomes a 9k. Okay. Does he attack or he doesn't? Okay. Do I need this? I probably don't need this. It's probably a good card in this matchup. So as I thought, that's what was gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is just play Magellan, prevent him from playing a Gecko Moria next turn, draw some cards here, get some searchers, and then force him to do the same play next turn, which takes at least 3 cards out of his hand. And we have a slew of creatures here that we can attack with. And we can keep up this event right now, which won't be bad, because if we do the event right now, what's going to happen is that we're going to be able to tap one of his blockers. Ooh, maybe this kind of... I mean, discarding this event probably is correct. But I guess searching for a 10-drop Kaido is not bad. Yeah, I should have done this first. I should have done the event first to see what I needed to discard. Honestly, that was a mistake. Keeping up 2 energy here is correct. See if I can maybe tap one of the Sabos. Depending on what my opponent does this turn, is going to be very important, of course. I assume he's going to be doing some Saboing stuff. He does double Luffy, which double Luffy kind of works here if he has the Luffys. But that's, again, that's minus 3 cards in hand, so it ends up working for us, I suppose. And then, does he attack or Khalifa? He does, okay. So he may be scared of a second... So what do I do? I could definitely do the burn and then attack for 7/7s. It's not terrible. It gets him out of having an extra life here. Well, not 7/7. I do only get to do 7. I mean 8. But that's okay, I suppose. And then let him go. We get back to the same done anyway. Oh, no, actually, we're 1 off. But let's see where we stand here. I don't know if that was the best play, honestly. It might have been to just push damage. It could have been correct. But, yeah, Gecko Moria was going to happen, of course. The question is, how do we beat this Gecko Moria now? He still has 5 cards in hand. That's more than I was expecting him to have. I didn't really have a good attacking turn last turn to take advantage of the fact that we stifled his turn 1 turn, right? He gets the Black Maria, although the Black Maria doesn't really matter anymore if he's not gonna attack, right? Attacking that one is maybe incorrect, because if I have another Magellan, then he gets stopped from playing another Gecko Moria. Gain a life, and I guess I just play a king, I guess. See what's up. So I have an attacking creature. And then let's see if he plays another Gecko Moria. It really honestly is just how many Gecko Morias can you play. I could take this, see what's up. I mean, I need a play for the future turns, but... again, we're gonna see what the opponent does. That's gonna be our win condition, I think. Attack for 6. Okay. Attacks for 6 again. Okay, we combo to that. And then he does Gecko Moria, right? It did do Gecko Moria here. But he's not going to have blockers, so he's going to become a 7k. Maybe we can... interesting. What is my opponent's plan here? Is he going to go to as a 7k, leave 1 life? He draws a card here. Oh, he becomes a 9k, no blockers, eh? What an interesting play. And he leaves the Luffy out, saying you have enough counter power here for the king. The king is 9 plus 8. So that's 17. So you're saying you have 17 in hand. Likely, yes. But do I have a different play that I can do? I'll attack with this one first. Although I'll probably want to need that to survive. No, I don't need that to survive. He combos out of that one too. He's saying he has this. What a bizarre play. Maybe what I should have done is attack for 6 at his blocker again. Okay. He did have... Oh, why did he combo out of the Sabo? Wow. This is a bizarre play on my opponent's end. What I think I should have done too, what I could have done is attack for 6 into that one. Into the Sabo, and then play a queen. If he defends that, then I just attack with everything into the king. But if he doesn't defend it, then maybe I shouldn't have gone for game. I don't know. It feels weird that my opponent just didn't think that I was gonna go for game. He was banking that I was not going for game. Fair enough. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels really weird, honestly. I don't know what to say about this game. Let me know what you think about this game, or if my opponent really was banking that he was bluffing enough counter because of that. Kind of weird what happened here. All right, and for my last thoughts on this deck, I mean, I don't think it's competitive because it's inherently slow in some ways, and it relies on so many pieces to see early game. So if you have a decent hand, you cannot really keep it if it doesn't have the island. And if you have a hand that has the island but your hand is kind of meh, you cannot really keep that hand. So it's kind of weird. You are relying on this card to see this card, and you have to mulligan aggressively. So sometimes you mulligan decent hands just to try to find the island, and you mulligan into a worse hand. So it depends on how you want to see that. And it's a strong. I mean, being able to use the leader ability with Black Maria every turn is strong. But Black Maria is susceptible to removal, especially in a black heavy removal format. So this is not going to happen that often in those matchups. But it's good against the other matchups. Like any other matchup that is not black, Black Maria is going to be much more harder to remove. And therefore is going to be much more useful, that strategy, right? But black being the big enemy of the format, it could like be detrimental for this deck. I would still give it like a 4-star leader. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad deck. Like if you get going, you get going, really. Like if you go island into king, into Black Maria, into a blocker, like if you start burning and start doing all this stuff, like it gets overwhelming for the opponent, and they have to kill you like quickly. So it could be really good for that reason. Like if you do so it's good, but it has its downsides, of course. But with that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank y'all for watching.